This project has dramatically changed the way that we're going to do things in the future for the better. Basically, we're performing a protective coating system on 47 fender piles. It's a blast and paint type scenario as well as a protective jacket system. We had previous experience working underneath the wharves. That assisted us just having that experience, knowing what's under there, what it looks like, how best we can perform this scope. Myself, Nick Sabatino, worked pretty closely together to come up with a design that's going to give the guys a stable platform to work off whilst maximising the tidal movements that we have down there.
Given that the works is based on a fixed level with the 7 metre change in tide, makes the project extremely difficult to plan and to execute. Traditionally, the project would have been completed by having some scaffold erected from the top of the wharf down onto the fender piles. We've gone and improved that method by installing some new custom-made platforms, of which are made to be submerged underwater, made to withstand the salt conditions within the seawater. And basically what that does is that creates a level platform for the blast and paint crew to be working on. Platforms are installed on dock blocks. So we have a crew made up of 4 guys on a small 6 metre vessel. That crew will go through to the fender pile, float it in, push that platform around the fender pile, and then we'll clamp that fender pile together. It's a 2-bolt system, which makes it easy to install. Generally, the install only takes about 5 to 10 minutes, given the optimal tide. The longest part of the installation method is waiting for that tide to reach that level.
Once the platform's installed itself, the next stage is to build the platform, the handrails, finish off the grid mesh. The teams will work together to install that on the next tidal range. Following that, the blast and paint teams will mobilise to the work area and they'll start the blast and paint process. Prior to the blasting and painting, the guys will set up a fully customised encapsulation. So we've designed the platform to include hooks that makes it simple for the teams to install. Coming up with this platform idea gives us an added benefit of being able to encapsulate the given platform, provide an area that we can contain all the waste. A couple of other benefits involved in using the platform is obviously the efficiencies around time. Rather than working directly from vessels where we're obviously just working at a certain tide level, constantly moving, we can work directly from a platform that's installed at a set height and still work in there once that tide goes below that level. With the use of the platform, essentially will save the client and both Monadelphous time and money.
It can be used across any of the wharves within the Pilbara region. What it can take into consideration is the different tidal changes across working in Port Hedland all the way up to Broome, further down south in Onslow. So it's adaptable in the sense that it can be worked across any type of different fender pile as well. It's also a safer method other than the scaffolding method due to the fact that it's easily accessible from beneath the wharf. There's no access requirements from the top of the wharf, and it's much easier installation, and it provides a safer working platform for the work crew. The access platform is also cyclone rated up to Category 4 cyclones. The access platforms do not need to be removed in the event of a cyclone. You can return to work as soon as the cyclone has passed. That's a much easier alternative to reinstalling scaffold and then demobilising scaffold.
So throughout the process, the teams have worked together to, 1, come up with ideas to speed up the efficiency of the process, 2, make the job safer, which will set us up for future opportunities and really open up other avenues for the business.
Yeah, personally, I think it's a great achievement. It's a great achievement for the project, great achievement for the team. The platforms are a highlight to the expertise and knowledge within the Port Hedland branch. I think something that's come up in concept to now being successfully executed out on site is a true testament to the values that we hold here at Monadelphous.